we will concentrate, we will focus on our main topic of our conference, which is the big dream. I had a few questions, and you may ask the same question. Why are we talking about dreams in the first place? Isn't that a little bit far from reality? Because we have dreams on one hand and the reality on the other hand. And when we call a person a dreamer, it always means the person is somehow disconnected from the reality, right? But with the same being said, dreams are extremely attractive to people. When MLK Jr. delivered his famous speech, "I Have a Dream," in 1973, the speech that is recognized as the best speech of the 20th century, he called it "I Have a Dream." Do you think he would have the same impact on his huge audience if his speech would be called "I Have a Plan"? Not likely, right? Not the same charm, not the same charisma, not the same ring to it or vibration to it. But the dream is attractive. The dream is something that we kind of gravitate towards, and each one of us want to have it. And we do have it. Why? Well, I have a theory. Well, MLK Jr. had a dream. I have a dream theory. And just bear with me here for a couple minutes. We are not born by accident into this world. Do you agree with that, guys? We are born into the universe to carry a function, to carry a mission, to play an important role in a bigger system, which is the universe. Universe created us for a reason, and we are here to do an important part in the bigger plan. Some of us do know what this part is. Some of us are born with that knowledge. Some of us are born artists or musicians or mathematicians, and we know who we are right from the get-go. But it's only a few who do. Most of us do not realize who we are and what our role in the bigger system is until later in life. Maybe we need to go through certain experiences, maybe we need to go through certain education or turmoils to mature, to grow, to even realize, so our big dream can be given to us. We can find out who we are, what we are here to do. But you know, unfortunately, we live in a society, we live in reality, and that reality shapes us. When you're a child, you are so open, you're so full of possibilities, you're free, you're joyful. But as time goes by, society puts an imprint on you, on your inner child, and the society actually suppresses your inner child so much that you don't know who you are anymore. You get programmed. We get programmed in school, we get programmed in college, we get programmed by our parents, by our peers, by our society, and we get in a groove, and we go with where society supposes us to go, and we forget. We forget our childish essence, we forget our innocence, we forget who we are. And by the time when our mission is supposed to be revealed to us, and that usually happens around age of 40, 45, you know, this midlife crisis thing that people talk about, all of a sudden a person realizes, oh my God, I'm supposed to be this, that's what I want to do, that's who I want to be in life. But by that time, it's kind of already late, because you're already stuck in a certain society and barriers around, and you're stuck in a certain groove that you cannot get out. Or you become sick and you don't have strength, you don't have, courage enough, or you're not strong enough to go for it. And in some situations, you don't even know anymore what it is, because you're so programmed and you're so full of limiting beliefs that you don't even know who you are anymore. But you know your essence is still there. And where your essences come out is in dreams. You dream of something, and when you dream, you are much more yourself than you are in reality. So basically, we can say that in dreams, we are more real than we are in reality. Would you agree with that? It came up with in dreams when we sleep or when we awake, but it comes out. So your real essence would be coming out that way. It's very important that you keep your inner child out, that you still play those roles. You know, they say that we all play 3 roles in our reality. We are parents, we are adults, or we are children. And in any human interaction, you are in one of those roles. They're supposed to be equally divided. But when you grow and mature enough, unfortunately, a lot of us lose the inner child. Which means we lose passion, we lose potential, we lose joy, everything that is associated with the childhood. And we lose creativity, which is a big loss. We lose our ability to create, to imagine, to play, to be joyful. So we have to bring it back. We have to bring it back because we need to find who we are. We do need to. It's not just because it's fun, it's because you have to. See, if you don't play your role in the bigger system, what's going to happen? Bigger system says, well, you know what? You're not here what I created you for. I'll take you out. And it will take you out, one way or the other, because you become a hindrance. You become somewhere that you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be there, and you are here. If you're not moving where you're supposed to move, I don't need you anymore, and it will take you out. So it's very important that we find what we are here to do, and we find our big dream, because that's what you are. That's your core essence. Now, yes, of course, lots of us do have a big dream, and what we are here to do is to help you find it if you didn't find it yet. That's what we will be practicing. But see, besides the big dreams, there are smaller dreams too. And smaller dreams in my world, they're more materialistic. They're more real. They're smaller ones, and they're easier to achieve. But we do have them. So what are they for? So I think the smaller dreams are here actually to play 4 major roles. First of all, they have to give you a glimpse of what it's going to feel like when your big dream is come true. So you achieve the little one, and you feel so good. So you know, if I'm going from a big one and I achieve the big one, that's going to be so much better. So that's one. The second, they are going to prepare you, they're going to train you how to go about achieving the bigger dream. So they're creating a confidence in you. They're creating courage in you. If you can achieve the small one, which means the big one is just around the corner. So you train yourself in achieving this. And when you go for the smaller dreams and achieve them, you train yourself in the art of success. In that little welcome package that we give you, there is a little article that I wrote for you. It's called the Drink More Champagne. And this is about the art of success, how to learn to be more successful by celebrating your victories. In your spare time, please read it. It's kind of fun reading, but it is about achieving your dreams. It's about going for your goals, achieving them, and celebrating your victories. But the smaller dreams play some more important role. Because when you achieve the smaller dreams, and that number 3, you will feel happy. You will feel joyful. you will feel strong and energetic enough so you can go for the bigger dreams. So you have more energy, you have more courage, you feel so much better. Your heart is in it, your heart is open, and that's what the smaller dreams help you to do. They help you to open your heart to something bigger. And 4, to bring the inner child out. When you achieve your smaller dream, the inner child comes out, I can promise you. And why I can promise you that? Because I just did it. All these slides that you saw, they're results of fulfillment of my little smaller dream. And I had this dream. Yes, I do have a big dream, guys, I do. And home healers and home healer movement is my big dream, and that's what I work for. And I work hard for it every day of my life. But alongside with that, I had a smaller dream. I always wanted to go for a Mediterranean cruise. Luxurious one. Not just a Mediterranean cruise, the luxurious. And I did it just now, just before this conference, to prove to myself that I can do it, that I will find the way to do it, and I wanted to see how it feels. And it feels amazing, it feels awesome. And I didn't put all the pictures here, and if you want, I will show you some private pictures where my inner child comes out. I look like 12 years old on those pictures, believe me. And you can do too. And it feels absolutely great. It feels amazing. It frees you. It gives you freedom. So, to conclude that, our big dream, our big mission in life is like a beacon. It's like your lighthouse. You see it, and you go towards it, and you keep your eye on it because you know that's what you're going for. You don't know how you will get to it yet, and if you do know how to get to it, it means the dream is not big enough. You need to have a dream that you don't know how you're going to achieve it, but you know you're going to get there. You know it's going to happen. And that's how the law of attraction will work for you. If you have your big dream, you keep your eye on it. You keep your eye on target, on a goal. And never mind how to get there. Just believe that you will be there. Just trust the universe will get you there. And universe will create the circumstances. And you will get there. Just you have to believe it in your core that it's already done. You're already there. It's already a reality. It's not going to happen in the future. It's already happening. It is here now. And when you believe in it, everything else will fall into place. So that's your big dream. It's your goal. It's your objective out there. So let the law of attraction to work for you, keeping your eye on your big goal. But in order to get there, you have to have a certain mindset. You have to have a certain state of spirit. And that's what smaller dreams are there for. Go for them. Achieve them. Indulge yourself. It's reality. And when you do that, you will feel free, you will feel happy, and you will feel stronger to achieve the bigger dreams. So that's at least how I see it. And just let your inner child out in any circumstances. Remove those limiting beliefs. They will vanish. As you go for your smaller dreams, your limiting beliefs will go away, and you will look at your life kind of from the side. You will have that view on yourself from a distance, and it always helps to look at yourself, from a distance. I don't know if you guys have that theory. It is a fairy tale. In Russia, we do have it. It's about the German Baron Munchausen. If you've heard about that, probably not, but it is a guy who was lying his entire life and lying about everything and creating tales about, but it was some very deep wisdom in certain things that he would say. So sometimes he had that story that he pulled himself out of a swamp by a hair. So he pulled out his hair and pulled himself out of a swamp with his horse. And no one believed it, but he said, well, you know, it helps once in a while to pull yourself out of a swamp by your hair. So that applies to us too, guys. It helps once in a while to just pull ourselves out of where we are. And smaller dreams will help you to do that. With that being said, Let's do the exercise. Everyone has things to write with and write on, right? We will do two things. Right now, because we're starting to work on revealing your dreams, small or bigger, doesn't matter, but we want them out. We want them out of your swamp of your limiting beliefs. We want to bring them out in the open. In order to achieve that, you have to be a person who can do it. And sometimes, again, as we were saying, we forget who we are. So let's do the exercise. What I would like you to do is to write about your perfect day. Take about 10 minutes of your time and write about your perfect day. When money is not an issue, any kind of limits that you have now are not an issue. Time is not an issue. Health is not an issue. It's your perfect day. What would be your perfect day? Where would you see yourself in your mind's eye? So it would be absolutely perfect for you. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter who you are with. People you love or alone, here or there. Let your imagination run free. All right? It's just for yourself. No one is going to see it. It's just for yourself. Write about your perfect day. Well, was it good to feel yourself there? But that's only first part of the exercise. Now that you know where your perfect place is, now describe to yourself in writing who you are in this place. The perfect you. Because it may not be a person who you are now, or not exactly a person who you are now. I want you to describe to yourself who you are in that your perfect day. What kind of person you are.
In the perfect day.
In the perfect day, yes. What kind of person you are in that perfect day. What you feel like, your intentions, your character traits, your beliefs. Anything you can say about yourself in that perfect day. Money is not an issue. Circumstances are not an issue. You are not here. You are not here. You are there. You are in that your perfect day. In that place. In that place of your heart's desire. So when you are in the place of your heart's desire, who you are. 10 minutes. Take your time. No rush. So was it fun, guys? Was it interesting enough? So now I will ask you a question. The person who you just described, is it exactly you or not quite? Not quite. Not quite. How about you guys? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. When I did this exercise, and I of course did it myself first, the person who I described was not quite me. It was me as I used to be, as I used to think about myself when I was about 12 years old, 13, something like that. I used to think about myself that way, and down the road, my inner child disappeared. So guess what, guys? The person who you just described, that's you. That's who you should be or supposed to be. My suggestion to you, remember this person, keep this piece of paper. And you can even a name, give this person a name, because you know, some people don't like their names. Our parents named us, but we don't think of ourselves as Nancy's, Lucy's, Irina's, Doug's. We don't. We in our mind we have different names for ourselves, and if you do, then give this name to your person who you just described. The person who you just described is your core essence. Well, is this person better than you? Do you feel it's a better person? A better human being? Come on, guys. Or not?
Depends.
Depends.
Are you saying the essence, the core?
Yes, your core essence. Is this essence more attractive than you think you are now? It's just different.
Yes and no.
A little bit.
A little bit different.
More balanced.
So if this is your core essence, that's what you have to measure yourself against. And when you do something, when you make a choice in life, and from now on, we're making our choices in life every day, many times a day. We all make choices, small and big ones. So when you make a choice, just remember this person. And think, well, what my alter ego would make a choice. Like what would be his or her choice in this situation? And make this choice. Because that's you. That's your core essence. And if you make a choice according to your core essence, you are in alignment with yourself. Then you are authentic. See, it's very important to be authentic in life. When you actually in synchronicity, when you're in harmony with who you are. And it's very difficult to actually remember who you are. This is exercise that we did now. It doesn't mean that this is the final truth. You can do this exercise in different circumstances and when you are alone at home. But just remember, perfect circumstances and perfect you. And if your perfect you would make this choice, then make this choice. And if it corresponds with your rationales as you have them now, great. If it doesn't, well, again, it's up to you to make the choice. But I would go with the choice of that person. Because then you are true to yourself. You are in your heart space. And all big things in life happen when you are in your heart space. Would you agree with that? When you go with your heart instead of your mind and your limiting beliefs and your rationales and your dogmas don't influence your decisions, then universe will start working with you, not against you. It's not going to be blocking you, it's going to be helping you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. If you put your dream out there and you are true to yourself, you're authentic, I can guarantee you, you will see your life circumstances changing even when you are not doing it yourself. Things will just happen. The universe will arrange it for you. The law of attraction will be at work. It will start working for you if you are true to yourself and you have your big goal, you have your big dream. And again, when you're true to yourself, if you know what your big dream is, then you will. It will reveal itself to you if you become or you come back to yourself. So that's my suggestion. Just keep this little piece of paper or make a new one when you have time. And just keep it. Keep it on your wall so you can see it. And when you need to make a choice, just look at it and say, am I true to myself? Am I authentic? When you do, and you get your big dream, please don't be afraid to go for it. I know it's scary. I'm there myself. I know it is scary. But please don't be afraid to do that. Have a courage and have a faith. Have faith that it's going to happen for you, and then it's going to happen for you. I have a homework for you. That pretty much, this is all exercise that I wanted you to do to begin with. We will be coming back to it later on during 3 days together. But I have a homework for you. I would like you to, when you have a chance, when you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes time, hopefully tonight at some point, the weather is not that nice, write a list of your smaller dreams. Not a big one. The big one may be in your heart, not revealed to you yet, but your smaller ones. like mine. Go for luxurious Mediterranean cruise. Not that I'm suggesting that you do that. It's your dream too. But whatever, the list of your small dreams. And then divide the page into parts. And on the left side, you put the things that are preventing you from doing it. Why can't you do that? Why do you think you cannot do that? You don't have enough time, and you don't have enough money, you don't have, your circumstances would not allow. Whatever these limiting beliefs are, write them on your left side. And on your right side, write your pros. So on the left side, your cons, right? And on the right side, your pros. What would you gain if you go for that dream? What would be the benefits of you going for it? And then, below that, write why you should do that. Why is it you should do that? We can write them on in the pro section. So what are your benefits? And why you should do that? And compare. We will work on that. Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, Sam.
For each one, why?
You don't have to. I would just, if you, depending on your time, I would do just a major one, like out of your, grade them and select the main one and do it for main one. It's exercise for yourself. And then weigh pros and cons. Just weigh them. Weigh the benefits versus your limitations. And see what happens. We'll talk about this at some point, so that's your homework for tonight, okay? Agenda, our agenda for this class is that you guys can actually see your big dream. If you don't yet, then maybe the glimpses of it, maybe just the bits and pieces of it, but it will start coming to you. And then see what are the limitations, and then see that limitations are really constructs. They are really not that big of a deal. You can deal with that. If you see what your benefits are and what your limitations are, you can deal with those limitations. So we want you to see that. We want you to see how you can deal with that. And then maybe we can talk about how we can remove some of those limitations, especially if these limitations are health related. And you don't have enough energy, or you have pains and aches all over, or your loved ones have them, and because of that you can't go for your dream. That happens too. On the cruise, I had a very interesting acquaintance. She is a lady of 74 years old. She's from Belgium, Lily. And Lily for years was caring for her husband, who developed some kind of central nervous disorder, which is kind of ALS, but not quite, very rare diagnosis. But it basically like Alzheimer's plus ALS. So it basically ate his personality away. So at this point, he is basically a vegetable. So she's 74, she is healthy, she is beautiful, she is sporty. And for almost more than 12 years, all she was doing, she was caring for her husband. And then what she's done, I saw her in the beginning of the trip, and I saw her in the end. Guys, it were two different people. Two different people. But she had courage, she had a desire to go for it, she went for it, and she was a different person. And I'm sure when she comes back, even her husband will benefit from it, because now she's different, she's beautiful, she's herself. I didn't put here, but I actually will show you her picture, and that you will see. So that's what we want for you, just to see what your dream is, and that you can do it, and just go for it. Just give you a little push in that direction. So dream big. And as our next present and practical professor Stan Cottrell would say, dream big, and if that doesn't work, dream bigger. When you get home, what guys do me a favor, create a vision board for yourself. You know what a vision board is? It's the place like this, on somewhere on the wall, where you put the pictures of how your dream would look like visually. That can be pictures from the internet, pictures from the magazines, wherever you find some picture, or, you know, I would like to be there, I would like to have that. Take this picture out, cut it out, put it on a vision board. And then your vision board becomes kind of a collage of pictures of something that you would really like, something that where you would like to be. And look at this board just near your desk. Just put it near your desk or wherever if you're working at your working desk. Guys, sooner or later, these visual images will become a part of you, and when they do, the universe will start working towards it. And the universe will bring you exactly what you have on your vision board. So do that. It's fun. You don't have to do it all at once, but when you see some picture somewhere you come across, just cut it out and put it on the vision board. So make a vision board for your dream.